How's it going, guys? Collector here once again. Today I'm talking about the movie Captive State, which was a very interesting sci-fi film that I enjoyed way more than I thought I would, especially after seeing the trailer so many times as I have when going to the movies. I've seen the trailer so many times, and it really makes it look like a by-the-books, really typical sci-fi alien invasion film. Yes, film. I almost said milm. No. Makes it look like a very typical sci-fi film. Alien invasion, resistance that's built up to stop them. There you go. But in reality, it's not. That aspect is there. It's a very big portion of the film. The revolution and the rising up of the people is a very big portion of this movie. But there's also the other character, which is involving his long lost brother, who was involved in the start of this revolution, and John Goodman's character, who is trying to get him to not do something stupid and mess up what the government has taken all this time to take care of and be as peaceful as possible with the aliens that have invaded and are taking over. And it's very intense. This is another one of those movies where it's real edge of your seat. You really get into it. I was not as invested in it as I have in other films, but I did care enough about the characters. You got a good amount of backstory. You knew what their motivations were. You knew why these characters wanted this to end. I mean, it's an alien invasion. It is real post-apocalyptic, real dystopian. So a lot of the people in the city, this takes place in Chicago, are living in slums. They're roughing it. It's real shitty conditions, much worse than before. I want to say this takes place 8 years after first contact with the aliens, it says. But, like I said, it is very intense. The revolution was done very well, really detailed. It takes you through everything between the planning, gathering of the people that they want to do stuff. But the revolution aspect is done very well. They go over a lot of the details in terms of planning this event that takes place at a sporting event. The leaders of the aliens are going to come down and talk with a representative from the government to talk to them in this big open situation. They're going to reveal what the aliens look like, because most people that have seen them end up dying, so nobody really knows. But in terms of the resistance and the revolution, it takes you through the planning process, how they gather equipment, the crew, their interactions with each other, how they're getting information to one another, how they're drawing other people in, how they're doing all this. It's really interesting, I have to say. It does get a little slow because of that, though, because there's a lot of moments of just two people talking, people walking around, people going from place to place. But it was interesting enough that I was invested. I cared about what was going to happen. The whole crew of the Resistance, you really only need to care about like 2 of them. And I believe there was 6 or so that they show you a lot of. But there's really only 2 that really make a difference. It was still a good plot, is basically the meat of what I'm trying to say. They did that aspect of the film really good. And I think the performances were great. The one thing that was really a downer was the lighting. It was very, very dark. And I know for a lot of these sci-fi films, a lot of these really kind of epic, intense alien invasion films, they want it to be dark. You don't want to see what the aliens look like. They want to build tension. A lot of times they're built up for jump scares, and this one has 1, maybe 2 that I can remember off the top of my head. They're not really major jump scares either. Not real stupid brick to the face kind of jump scares, but they are there. But it's just too dark in a lot of moments. It's not the entire thing, thank God, but it's too dark. You can't see a lot. You're trying to follow people, trying to follow what they're doing, and you can't really tell. 9 times out of 10 when the aliens are in frame, it's dark and you can't really see them anyway, which is really annoying because you just want to see what they look like, because you want to see the really cool alien designs, because that's one of the best aspects of alien films, is what are the designs of the aliens going to be. It's so cool to see. And these ones were kind of cool. You get to see a little bit more detail of them during a fight scene that happens near the end of the film. So that was really nice. Thankfully, I could fucking see it. But for the most part, it's too dark. You can't really see a lot, so that's a little. That's a negative for sure. I wasn't as invested in all of the characters of the Revolution, but like I said, you really only need to worry about 2 of them, so it didn't matter that much. But definitely, if you like alien invasion films, I would check it out. The acting is pretty good all around. John Goodman does a really good job for the most part. There are a couple of scenes when he is with another person that I'm not going to give spoilers, but you do see him in an apartment with a woman, and almost every time he's there, he just looks dead, like he's sleeping. I don't know. I don't know if that was the point or what, but anytime those things are happening, and it happens a couple of times, it just looked like John just looks like he's about to fall asleep. But other than that, I would give Captive State 2 out of 3 stars. I would recommend it if you are a fan of this genre. I've seen a lot worse. Independence Day. What? Who? What? Anyway. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you watched Captive State and what you thought, and if you can think of any other sci-fi alien invasion films that are better, that are worse. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.